I got into photography because I picked up a Canon Rebel G from a pawn shop back in '99. Yeah, I haven't quite put down a camera since.
I actually was gifted my first camera when I was 6th grade, so I was 12 years old. And I always liked that kind of like natural look, even from then. But of course, when I was starting, you're 12 years old, you're awkward. So I'd be like in the hallway and come around with the camera to get like my sister or my family member or whatever. But they were not quite ready for it. So I would just sit there and wait for them before I took the shot. So I have evolved quite then, but I've done yearbook and photojournalism and through high school and through college. And I love those in-between moments. I love capturing the feelings.
Yes, I had a camera. I was shooting just snapshots. But what really got me into photography was working for a yearbook, where I was approached by the yearbook editor at the time at the college and said, "Hey, I heard you know your way around the darkroom. We need a darkroom editor." And so I said, "Yeah, sure, I'll be a darkroom editor." And he hands me 50 or 60 rolls of film on a Friday. And he said, "Hey, can we have this done by Monday?" And I spent all weekend processing film. I was running, I think, the big cans with 4 or 5 rolls each at a time. I think I was running 2 cans at a time, so I was getting like 10 rolls in each run, and processed and developed and made contact sheets, and I had all of it done by Monday morning. And that like intense working on processing film all weekend, yeah, really like just got me into
Those are the darkroom days.
darkroom days. Yes.
And we started working together. Again, it was yearbook, so it was 2009 when we started working. Because you were the editor that year, weren't you?
No, I was a photo editor.
You're the photo editor, and I was just helping for the yearbook and the directory shoots and everything. They're getting that all processed. So and then shortly after that, I think is when we did our first photo shoot for the drama department together, didn't we?
Yeah.
For the Festival of Actors. So we've been working together ever since. So
it's been a while. done a few photo shoots since, and then
now we have our own place.
Yeah, well, getting up to this point, I should say, working as an educator, teaching middle school science. I really enjoyed the teaching aspect of it, but I think last year when I decided that I wanted to start my own studio, I didn't really understand everything that would go into it. And it's been a complete education on its own. Just from having a physical location, getting the physical location up to from the shell that it was to the studio, setting it up, legal, business, financial, all the different aspects of setting up a studio in that aspect. That's quite the journey.
And it's been a steep learning curve on top of
Very
that.
steep learning curve.
But then when you have booked the client and you hear their story and how you want to portray them and seeing that and then capturing, like I said, those moments, those quiet spaces in between them laughing, them dancing, they're smiling for the camera. I don't mind the steep learning curve to be able to do that for more people and doing that more often.
And that moment when they come in and sit on the couch and see their images for the first time.
Do you remember that client that cried? Like once the music started going, their photos came up and she just started crying from just joy.
Yeah, and those moments are fun.
I like them. Those are some of my favorites. So some of the services we offer is senior portraits, some of our favorites that we like to do. But we also do family portraits, couples, engagement shoots or proposals as well. And we also do headshots, like professional ones for your social media or corporate. We do those as well.
I think though the service that we really enjoy doing is location-based photography, where when you think about going on vacation, if you go to, let's say, Joshua Tree, or you go up to the Sequoias, and you're already going to be at that location. We love the idea of turning that into a photo shoot, where you go out there and we come with all the necessary tools, all the necessary support staff to be able to do hair and makeup and create a photo shoot tailored for you at that location. And not only do you end up with memories of that time you were at that location, but imagine having those photographs between these amazing trees up in Sequoia as your backdrop. Those are the kind of shoots that we enjoy the most, where yes, it's fun to take photographs in and around San Diego, and there are some really cool places.
Beautiful places.
Yeah, like even very close to our studio, we have a couple like amazing places by the river, or just by the marshes, or it's like a 10-minute walk to the beach. So we can get some cool shots at these locations, but to actually go to a destination that you are going there to make memories and to get photographs at that location, I think that's going to be like one of the things that we really enjoy. And I know
our favorites.
Yeah, I know photographing clients in locations like that, that's definitely something that they are going to remember as well.
I mean, there are a lot of great photographers in San Diego. It's such a beautiful place. It tends to attract those who appreciate beauty. But one of the things that sets us apart really is just that experience, that quick turnaround time. We don't just email you your photos and that's it. It's
a white glove service.
It really is.
It's the whole premise of opening the studio was to be able to handhold and walk you through the process. We don't want this to be a process where we meet you at a location, we take some pictures for an hour or two, and then we send you the pictures and say, all right, figure it out.
We have makeup artists who come in to do the makeup to make sure that you're at your absolute best, feeling your best. We want you to feel comfortable throughout the whole process. We usually do prompts. I mean, sometimes we do poses as well, but we want it to be in as organic experience as possible.
And then even after the shoot, we'll walk you through, the products that are available on the market. And, we've spent a lot of time researching the best possible products that we can offer our clients. We don't want you to have to figure that out. In a lot of photography, that is offered to people, when they get the final images, they don't necessarily know the best way to, archive those images. Having images on a phone will be good for, you might remember to look at them for the next few days, maybe weeks or months. But after that, if they're just digital images, they get lost in the shuffle. Everybody is busy, and you take snapshots and you're always documenting your world. And so those memories kind of get hidden. More memories are piled on top, and unless you are actively archiving your images, some of those, documented pictures are just gone. They're hard to find.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. If you have an album or a print or something that is in that room. Every time you walk into that room, that memory is fresh in your mind. If you do a portrait of your family and hang it, over the fireplace or hang it on the wall somewhere, every time you walk into that room, it doesn't matter where in the world everybody has spread out to, that family portrait reminds you of everybody in it.
One of my favorite quotes is from an author, and I'm trying to remember what book it was, but she says, "A photograph says you're so important to me that I put everything else down to come watch." And again, it's that, you said, doesn't matter, is having that physical tangent, having that album to share with others, having that metal print, that large thing in the heart of the home, in the living room, in the bedroom, in the hallway, like there to share, and it's always present. It's always that moment that you share with no one else.